if it was taken to the left of the law, it literally could shut a company down. And a couple questions I had on that. One, is it the company that's being fined? If, let's just say, go to the tribunal, the company is deemed to be at fault. Is it the company? Is it the executive? Is it the employee that's doing the payroll? Who is responsible? Because I did read in there that if the company said, well, John was doing something wrong, and I didn't pick it up, John. So, because my first thought too was, one, I need to call the insurance company to get liability insurance. I need to give liability insurance to all staff that are dealing with payroll. So I just want to get a feel for how is the fines going to work? Like how did they envision that? Because as just quick, before you answer that, the Act specified certain particular things. You're late in paying. So this month, we've been paid, as everybody knows, wonderful experience, it's there. And, we did everything we could, but a mistake was made. Now, fortunately, we did it early enough that we caught the mistake and we got everything out before the official payday, so I didn't have staff coming to kill me, which, as we know, happens. But let's just say we did it, and then I had a group of my staff that decided, you know what? I'm going to the chief labor officer, and I'm going to complain that this company has paid me late, and there are 5 employees. What happens then? What is that? And the labor officer says, actually, yes, you're late. We don't care that it was been paid. We don't care that there was something. You were late.
I will say this. In my experience of dealing with the labor department and with our labor officials, genuine mistakes are never penalized in this fashion. Where we start to see penalties and people being taken before the courts of law is employers who repeatedly fail to heed the advice of the labor department. And I say the labor department because and not the BEC, because my employers listen to our advice. But honestly, our country is not so huge that our labor officials are divorced from what's happening on the ground. And a situation like Bimpe, they would be well aware of what's happening on the ground. And it would not be a rush to the magistrate's court on that situation. Where we see a referral to the magistrate's court is an employer who has not paid wages for 2 and 3 months, who has persons continuing to work, and it may be because of financial strain, but at the end of the day, you have people working and not paying them. Now, I'm not going to see that written out in legislation. Legislation is not going to say a labor officer will not prosecute for a genuine mistake, right? It's not going to say that. But in practice, I have never seen a labor officer who then has to report to their senior, then to the chief labor officer, end up taking something to magistrate's court. 1, on a genuine mistake. 2, on something that an employer corrects when they're first notified. Because usually that will be the first step. The labor official will reach out to the company to say this is the complaint and ask a question or ask you to rectify it. When you fail to rectify it is then when we start to see an escalation.